What's up? We're back again. As you saw by the title, all the MJ fans stand up. What you guys think? Y'all gonna go see this Michael Jackson movie coming out in 2025? I'm really excited about it. And this remake is special because I have done it before on this channel, but this one's gonna be special because my technology is a little bit different. I can kind of get the audio to you a little bit better. My camera is kind of improved. And that's why I call it optimized, because we did it before, but then we optimized. And I took a deep breath. Didn't rush through it. As you know, these type of remakes, slow motion. This ain't no 30-second, 15-second short like you see on TikTok. This is a remake, tutorial, instrumental song remake that I go by step with the details. And it took some time to film this, so if you watch this all the way through, I really appreciate that. There may be some nuggets or some gems you want to see. Now, before I do that, there's some things I want to talk about. I just want to say thank you for checking out the videos. I saw the Can't You See remake did a little bit better than the Scarface, but it did not surpass Number One Stunner. Number One Stunner took a life of its own. It took off. A lot of new viewers coming into the channel. Thank you so much for that. And also the previous subscribers. Thank you so much for coming through as well. That means a lot. I want my MJ fans to stand up with this one because this one took some hard work, and this is probably one of the most challenging remakes I've done in a long time. Let's talk about the song real quick before we get started with this. This song is called In the Closet, but I always say keep it in the closet. What do you guys call the song In the Closet, or you just say keep it in the closet? This song came out in 1992, and always I like to ask you, what were you doing in 1992? I think I was probably messing around. I don't think I was probably middle element. Oh, goodness. It was a long time ago. Do you remember what you were doing in 92? I don't really recall. I mean, I can kind of use logic. I know where I lived at the time. The producers for this song was Michael Jackson and Teddy Riley. Just two names on there for such a huge song. This song was recorded in May of 1991, but according to Wikipedia, it was released on April 9th of 1992. I'm excited for this movie coming out. I got some more MJs. We're gonna see if the YouTube mess with this. We're gonna see. So without further ado, sit back and relax, or just let this run in the background while you chilling out, doing whatever you gotta do. As I go step by step, as I slow down, take a deep breath, and just enjoy the process. And I hope you do too, right here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, or feel free to chime in as you watch the video. I definitely want to see the conversation as it evolves as we put this track together. A lot of edits, a lot of work. Without further ado, let's go. All right, we got a lot of ground to cover with this one. So with that being said, I'm going to take my time with it, do it layer by layer. We're going to start with, I think it's a clav sound. You can tell me different in the comments, and we're going to lay it down just like this. We got 4 bars. And we're going to do a tempo of 111, about 111.80. So I'm going to dial that in. Working on the MPC key 61. And we're just going to lay those keys down like this. All right, what I'm going to do next is lay down the bass line. Like this. All right, now I'm going to add the drums. I'm going to start off with the hi-hat. And I'm going to use 16 levels of velocity so that I can input the perfect velocity so I can get that feel. And like that. And that way I don't have to click it in or draw it in like this. Starting off with the hi-hat. Okay, great. So I got that layer locked in. Now we're just gonna start adding some other sounds, just like this. 3 and. Now add snare. We're gonna add a little tom in there. I need to make sure I got a little bit of swing. I got a little bit of swing at 60. Add that in. Like that. Okay. We're just gonna add some more layers in there like that orchestrated. Right there, so we're gonna add that in there. Let it come around. Sorry about the focus, I gotta make sure the focus is on me. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and. That sounds good. Now I'm gonna add some more of the scatting layers in it. I was a little late, but it's gonna quantize. Strings are, because you know he goes to that song. Get it on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my next plugin. I got some strings loaded up. All right, so we got the drums laid down, so I'm gonna try and add the strings just for while I'm in that groove. I like that right there. So let's lay that down. And I messed up because the chord is here. Let me try that again. Overdub or overwrite. I want to make sure that string is in there. Let me just look over my MIDI notes because I know I want that note in there. It's in there. I'll just click that in there because I really want that to stand out. All right, let's hear the result. Yeah. All right, so this is kind of a very technical part of the track that I heard. It's just like this weird kind of melody in the background. It's like you're hearing a computer beep to the doggone track. So what I did was I found a sound that was very quick, very simple, and then I applied arpeggiator. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and refine it by maybe working in the piano roll and adding notes and taking notes. So this is what I built. And it's on 30-second notes. I didn't swing it, even though the main track is swung at about 60 on the MPC at 1/16 notes. But in this arpeggiator, I like that sound right there. So we're just gonna lay that down, see how that sounds. And it's in the background, so it's not too obtrusive. If it's too many notes, I can remove the notes and kind of get it more closer to what I think the original did. Right? You know, and listen to it, check it out. I like that. It's Let's bring the strings in. That sounds good right there. So now with all those layers in there, I'm going to see if I can focus and pull stuff out of it for the verse. And then we're going to go and try to produce the next section. So let's hear what we got. Everything's going on. We're going to try to take some strings out, I think. And maybe even that synthesizer line. I'm going to label that for housekeeping. It's good to label your tracks. One bad habit that I do is I just go track, and I don't label stuff. And then without... And if you have to come back to, you're like, well, where's everything at? And you got to rediscover every time you pull up the track to work on that. So let's hear it. We're going to take some stuff out. That's a good section right there for the verse. Yeah. Okay, so I'm doing the string section, and in the string section, what I'm doing is I'm just putting these chords down there, and I'm using the sustain pedal to help me, so as I let go of the notes, I can, instead of going, you know, I can let that, it's kind of like a little piano playing trick. Epic strings. I'm quantized back to 1/16, back with a 60, level 60 on swing. It won't affect this because I'm playing on quarter notes, right? Playing on quarter notes. So let's check that out like this. 2, 3, and. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the bass line with it as well. Let me find my bass sound. Let's put that bass line in there while we're at it. 3, 4, and... Messed up the note there. I always use record so I don't have to erase. 2, 3, 4, and 3, and bring it down to the F sharp. 2, 3, something, right? And I heard a little something wrong with the strings. Let me just listen to that real quick and see if I can correct the mistake I heard on there. Once again, I'm sorry for my camera focus. I think the camera wants to focus on something other than my face. I know I got a kind of a weird angle going on. That's all there. That sounds good. All right, so the drums are relatively simple for this part. So let's see if I can put that down for you real quick. 3, 4. All right, and now I'm going to add a little bit of the congas or the bongos in there. Let's check how that sounds. Dun, dun, dun. Something like that. So in this thing, I'm going to add that big snare that comes at the end of this part and also the spooky voice. So I'm just going to work on the little detail of that double snare coming at the end of this section like this. 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so we're gonna round out the breakdown section by adding this spooky vocal. Let's try that on. 2, 3, 4. Just gotta be patient for it to come around. Gonna bring that down in the mix a little bit so it's not so loud. Ooh, that's a nice patch. Okay, so this section is a little tricky because it has like a kind of like an odd number of sections, and because I'm doing this by section, I can't just draw it in like how I would have did W on the MPC platform. So I'm just going to do it little by little and listen to it. You can listen along with me and, you know, kind of see if you can catch and feel the vibes to yourself. All right. So with that being said, I got the kick and I got the snare, and I'm just going to listen to it and sort of kind of feel it and maybe sing along with it too to sort of help me know where I'm at in the song. 2, 3. Something about. Well, I'll make sure I don't want to kill what I already got. And also, special note is that I'm using what I already laid down to help me create this as a foundation, which will speed up the process. 2, 3, 4. There's something about you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you. There's something about you, baby, that makes me want. Right there. And you know how it changes? 2, 3, 4. Bah. Keep it in the closet, and boom. So that's about 11 bars right there. Actually, about 10 bars, right? So I'm going to add that extra snare. So here we go, just piece by piece. Something about you, baby, makes me want to give it to you. Something about you, baby, that makes me want. Right there. That's where it breaks down. All right, and now I'm going to add the little zap sounds because there's so much going on in the track. We haven't even laid the strings down yet. We want to give it to you. Something about you, baby, that makes me want. 2, 3, 4. Goom, goom, goom. Keep it in the closet. Right there, right? All right, so this string section is kind of interesting because I thought it was this. It's not this, it's this. So in transparency, I had to go over this a few times to get it right. I normally could just wing it, but because this song is so intricate and has a lot of layers, you got to slow down. I needed to take a deep breath, and just go through the layers and enjoy the process. Right? So let's try that out. 2, 3, and. Keep it in the closet. All right, so we're going to let that ride, and we're just going to add a little bit of sections at the end of it to bring it all together. So let's add those congas in there. Towards the end where it breaks down. And I got to make sure I overdub instead of record, because record will destructively record over everything that you've done before. 2, 3, 4, and. Baby, that makes me want to give it to you. add that crack in there. And I got some glass right there. So let's try that again. I lost my little sound in there. Keep it in the closet. I messed up on that one, but we're going to get rid of that one right there. Sometimes you just want to feel it and just ride with it and go forward into it, you know. I'm going to go back and redo the other part because I got to have that. And we're just overdubbing. Step by step. No rush. Enjoying the process. Something about you, baby, that makes me want. Keep it in the closet, right? And we're gonna add that snare. About you, baby, that makes me want to give it to you. That makes me about you, baby, that makes me want. Right there. 2. Ooh. Keep it in the closet. Right there. So let's hear all 3 of those together, right? And we're going to try the next section. There we go. Now get ready for that voice to come in. Right? I didn't have my snare. Where's my snare? All right, so there's one more little detail that I heard. It's kind of like these vocal oohs are in the background. You can let me know in the comments. Do you feel like they are track vocals where they're a keyboard? But for in this tutorial remake, I'm just going to use some oohs. A ooh patch like this. 2, 3, 4. Make sure that record is on. 4 and. Keeping in the closet. All right, so we got those oohs in there. So let's listen to the result of all these different parts, these sections by second combined together. Hear them in order, and let's see how it sounds right there. I'm just going to expedite the song for educational purposes. All right, next section. There's so many different sounds going on. It's crazy. In the closet. Okay, so we just basically did 3 sections of the song. There's more to the song, but I think you got a point about the sounds that are being used in there, and we're just gonna go section by section, just listening to them, see how they all glue together. And if you start singing along, feel free. No one's gonna hit on you here at the channel. All right, let's listen to it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, and make me want to give it to you and make me something about you, baby, that makes me want. Right? 2, and keep it in the closet and verse. I had to use my mouth for that one. So yeah, that is the remake. Section by section. It took a lot of editing for this one because I really wanted to be detailed with this. And if you like this type of content, you know what to do. Let me know what you think about the remake. Did you like it? If you didn't like it, that's cool. And if you made it to this point, I just want to say thank you for watching my content on this platform. There's a lot of producers on this platform. I know that my channel doesn't get a lot of attention on this platform, but if you like this, please let me know in the comments below. I definitely want to hear from you. I see the comments, I read them, and this was a labor of love. And stay tuned because the drum sounds that you're hearing right here are going to be on the kit. I haven't finished that yet, but I will be announcing that very soon. So please stay tuned for that. And if I do other MJ remakes, I'm going to add to that kit. Just finalize some things as we go into the holidays. So thank y'all so much for watching. Please enjoy your holidays. Stay tuned for more right here at the Dilio T2K YouTube channel. I'm your host, Dilio. See you later in the next video. We out of here.